Hello, Adam here from Daffin Sounds, and today we're taking a look at two reverb plugins, both based on the Lexicon PCM 60. Why we couldn't have one PCM 70 or 80, I don't know, but we've got two of these. They're both great. We've got the Bettermaker BM60 from Plugin Alliance and the Pulse digital reverberator from Wave Alchemy. They're both faithful recreations of the legendary 1984 reverb unit from Lexicon, and we're going to take a look and I'll tell you what I think. I mean, if I skip to the end and tell you that I think the Bettermaker BM60 kind of clinches it, really. But that's not to say that the Pulse isn't any good, and judging by Wave Alchemy's other reverb plugins, I think if they just gave Pulse a little bit of an update, in as much as giving it some of the stereo width control that all of their other reverb plugins have, I don't know why this doesn't have it, because it would probably clinch it if it did. Hopefully, maybe we can expect an update at some point in the future. But they're both great, and they both sound pretty authentic. So here they are. They both look lovely, they both look remarkably similar, and have the faithful layout that the original unit had. We're going to be taking a listen to it on this track, which is actually recorded probably around the time that this unit came out. But I'll have more on that at a later date. I haven't really mixed the track. There's a little bit of EQ and compression on a bit of bass and a bit of vocal, kick drum, I think, as well. But apart from that, you're just hearing the raw tracks with a bit of PCM 60 here and there. So let me take you through what we've got. I've dialed in fairly similar settings, but they both have kind of discrepancies in volume. Okay, so let's have a quick listen to the Bettermaker on the drums. Then similar settings on the Pulse. Now you can hear instantly that the tail on the Bettermaker is a lot longer, and also the stereo width is a lot wider on the Bettermaker, and it just sounds a little bit more, I think there's a bit more kind of high frequency stuff going on as well. So yeah, Bettermaker again. And the Pulse. So quite different there. Now Wave Alchemy's other plugins have this effects section that you can go into and adjust gate, duck release, width, low width and high width, and the crossover and the character and the EQ, which gives it all this, and it's great as well. Just use this as an example very quickly. Now, I wish the Pulse had that, because it would completely change it. And like I said, all the other reverb plugins from Wave Alchemy have that, apart from this one, which is really lets it down. So have a listen to it on something else, maybe a little bit of synth. And then the same, try and do the same settings on the Bettermaker. So that width is great, and you've got this mono fire as well. Lovely, really nice. But that's nothing against the pulse, because that sounds really nice as well. So what the pulse has that the Bettermaker doesn't have is this flux knob here, which is a kind of like a modulation, chorusing, lo-fi, kind of giving a bit more depth and filtering to the proceedings. So let's just have a little play with that. So yeah, it's nice. It gives it another dimension, and yeah, that's the one thing I think the Bettermaker doesn't have. They both got ducking, pre-delay, obviously. Pulse does have smooth as well, which just kind of literally smooths out the reverb. It gives it less of that kind of, I suppose it makes it sound a little bit more modern. Takes out those artifacts. So yeah, let's have a listen to it on some vocals.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
Lovely. Let's recreate those settings on the Bettermaker.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong?
Yeah, the pulse just doesn't seem to have that tail that the Bettermaker has. It just seems to be a little bit more elongated. Both great though, and of course the addition of the flux gives you a lot more kind of options for chorusing effects like this.
Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
So yeah, as you can tell by those presets, quite a lot of experimentation and fun to be had. There's lo-fi effects as well with the pulse.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
Yeah, really nice. Love that kind of slap. So in the context of a track, like I said before, this isn't properly mixed, and it's the same send and return instance of the plugin on the vocal, the drums, and the synth. But hopefully you'll get an idea of the depth you can get out of it. So here's the Bettermaker.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
And here is the pulse.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
dry.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy.
Pulse.
Playing for time's not easy.
Bettermaker.
Why can't I be strong? Playing for time's not easy. Why can't I be...
So, there you go. I think, as it stands, the Bettermaker just sounds fantastic and is difficult to be beaten. However, if Pulse did a bit of an update and maybe gave it the effects option that's available on the other three reverbs in its arsenal, then I think it would be a really strong contender and give the Bettermaker a bit of a run for its money. And it seems like such a simple thing to do. I hope they do it. So yeah, Wave Alchemy, if you're watching, listening to this, yeah, just bung back gubbins on this, and I think we'll all be happy. Especially because Pulse works out. I think the recommended retail price is about 50 quid, whereas the Bettermaker is 150. So there we go. Anyway, see what you think. Let me know, and yeah, hopefully one day we'll get a PCM 70. Okay, take care. Bye.